Welcome back to another preview on the channel. This time around, we have the Ravens traveling to Nashville to take on the Tennessee Titans for the AFC wildcard playoff. The 5 seed against the 4 seed. And it's the second matchup this season between these two teams. And it's the second matchup between these two teams in 2 years. So second year in a row, these teams are facing each other in the playoffs. Third time in 2 years. So, the first 2 times the Titans won. And it was in heartbreaking fashion here. The Titans won. They came to Baltimore last year, caused an upset. And we were the 1 seed. They were the 6 seed. And, they kind of completely destroyed us. And in week 11 this season, we had a depleted roster. We had the lead. They came back. They were able to come back. And, it came down to the wire. It came down to the wire. And they beat us in overtime. And by the way, there is some bad blood between these two teams. And man, the Titans are becoming, one of the most hated teams by our fan base. If you're a Ravens fan, I'm pretty sure you can agree with me on that. And, of course, in week 11, with what they did, especially with that, man, doing a dumb ritual on our logo. And then those two teams have bad blood. Those two teams hate each other. So, let's just go on and compare these teams first off. And by the way, if you want to see more of this, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because you're going to have more Ravens content on the way. Okay, so here we are here with the comparison between the Ravens and the Titans on offense. So both offenses are pretty similar if you look at it. You have both offenses who really rely on their running game to succeed. With the offense, both offenses have insanely good running games, especially ours, of course. But the passing game, it's a bit of a struggle. Ours is a bigger struggle. We're 32nd in the NFL with passing. We don't pass a lot, but we really don't have any reliable weapons, except for Andrews. And, you have sometimes Marquise Brown or Willie Snead who are going to do these clutch plays sometimes once in a while. But in general, they're not wide receiver ones, legit wide receiver ones. Scoring, both offenses score a lot of points. It's things both offenses are very good at. So, it has a lot of similarities. I think, in the playoffs, you need a running game. You need to have a good running game so that when you're leading, you can kill the clock, keep the other offense off the field. Both offenses have very good running games. So if they take the lead, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to win after that, because if the play calling isn't stupid, they can just run the ball. Our play calling has been pretty stupid for most of the year, except for the last 5 games. But I'm gonna get to that later. So it's pretty similar offenses. What I expect in this matchup is really the running game is really gonna be a vital part of this game here. So yeah, let's go right into defense comparison. Now we go on the defensive side of the ball here. And you have a big advantage to one side if you look at it. Pretty simple for you to understand that. We have pretty much a top 10 defense in this league. If you look at the numbers and the ranks on every aspect, we have the 6 pass D, 8 run defense. Our run defense was, a few weeks ago, was out of the top 10, I'm pretty sure. And then it got better these past few weeks. So, it has, our run defense, it has the guys to stop Derrick Henry. It has. Like, all we need to do is just do our job. It's do our job here against Derrick Henry, So and points allowed, we really don't allow a lot of points. And you see our passing D, very good. Marlon Humphrey has been one of the best corners this season in the NFL. He's been locking guys up like a beast. And on the other side, on the Titans side, they've been struggling. And they have the run defense that the Ravens would definitely run all over. Definitely run all over them. Easy. Because we've ran all over the best run defenses in the league. Like, it's our running attack is unstoppable. So, and they have like almost a bottom 10. We're gonna have fun. This offense is gonna have fun. And their pass defense isn't any better. It's one of the worst also. And the number of points they allow, 24th. And last week they allowed 38 against the Texans, a team just playing for pride, a team that wasn't playing for anything, a team that had nothing to lose. So if you look at it, our defense is way better. Their defense is atrocious. So we should really be we shouldn't have a problem scoring 40 points against their defense. And I wouldn't be surprised if we score 60, honestly. And their offense, I wouldn't be surprised if they score like 20 points at most. So yeah, done with the comparison. And here we are here with the keys to beating the Titans. I got 2 points. 2 points on each, and it's for sure developed. So yeah, on offense, the most important thing to do to beat the Titans is stick to our identity. Last time we played the Titans in the playoffs, Greg Roman decided to pass the ball for like a total of 59 yards. Not yards, 59 times, when we had the best running offense in the league, just like this year. And it's really not what we should have done. Of course, if you're the best at something, why are you not gonna use it? So yeah, and this time around, like no Ravens fan wants Greg Roman to do that. Just pass the ball like 25 times. It's pretty much it. And then we just run. Their run defense isn't good. And it's like, it's not good. It's not good. Like, we can really just destroy them and go for 500 yards. And I really don't want to see Greg Roman just come out of nowhere with some bullshit game plan. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that this time around. Just stick with what worked these past few weeks. It's just simple, So yeah. Second thing to do on offense, get off to a fast start. The Ravens are a very good team when playing from behind, and they will. And it's like if we get to a fast start and get to a 2-3 touchdown lead, the Titans will have to eliminate Derrick Henry, from their game plan at that point, because they're going to need to pass the ball, and Derrick Henry isn't any Alvin Kamara. He's not a receiving back. So it makes Derrick Henry useless. So not only does it advantage the offense, but it also gives the defense an advantage too, because we're not going to have to deal with Derrick Henry that much. So it's going to be so good for us. And when we take the lead, just run the ball. Please, Greg Roman. I don't want to see what happened week 11. Because that Lamar Jackson arm punt really really turned the game around, and we were leading by 11 points. We should have just ran the ball instead of throwing a risky deep ball. And Lamar doesn't have any Allen Robinson, Devontae Adams. He doesn't have any receiver from a top 5 receiver on his team. So that receiver is not going to do these contested catches. Or at least just pass it to Andrews if you're going to pass it, because he can make these catches. So if we get off to a fast start, we can run the ball. If Greg Roman isn't going to act like a clown again, you kill the clock, and then you keep Derrick Henry off that field. And plus to that is our defense is going to rest, because they're going to be off the field for a longer time. It's pretty much makes sense here, I guess, for y'all. So on defense, what you have to do, just commit to slow down Derrick Henry. You will not. Derrick Henry is a league's leading rusher. You're not gonna completely neutralize him. So just hold him to less than 100 yards, and we should be fine. Because in a 100-yard game for Derrick Henry, it's a bad game for him. It's a bad game. Because Derrick Henry, he has a lot of yards, man. He, last week, 250 yards or something. Man, if we hold him to 100 yards and less, we should be fine. Because it's considered a bad game for him. So I mean, we would want to hold him to 50 yards, but in reality, we really can't. It's Derrick Henry. So, yeah. And also another thing, just don't let him get to the second level of defenders. Because if he does, it's not going to be pretty. Because, Marcus Peters, Anthony Averett, it doesn't tell you anything. These guys can't tackle for shit. They just can't tackle to save their lives. Marlon Humphrey can. Deshaun Elliott could completely destroy him. He already has in week 11. But if we... also, what we should do, is just protect the edge, force him to the inside. It's going to be easier. You have Calais, who's very good, and then you have Brendan Williams. We're going to have our guys this time around. Derrick Henry didn't have a monster game last time. 130 yards, it's not 250. He can have a worse game. Calais Campbell is very good. Same for Brendan Williams. And also Derek Wolfe. Last time I checked, highest graded run defender in the league. So he better it's gonna be much easier with our best guys. So hopefully it happens, but I'm worried. I'm still worried. It's Derrick Henry. So yeah. And also, if we stop Henry, for sure, they're going to have to go, to the passing game. Try something else for sure. So, yeah, it's that simple. And second thing here, limit giving up the big plays. A.J. Brown and Corey Davis are big play guys for the Titans. And last time we played them in Week 11 and in the playoffs, they got the big plays. They were able to make the big plays. And the player I'm very, very targeting, in that statement is Marcus Peters and his route jumping. Because Marlon Humphrey doesn't really give up big plays. It happens with every corner, but he allowed 7 yards against Patrick Mahomes. It's it is... he's a very good corner, so he's not really going to allow these big plays. But Marcus Peters, man, he got to get his shit together, honestly, bro. Man, he can't tackle, and he's I mean, he's always looking for the interception. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Other teams were targeting him a lot because of that. Because if he doesn't get the interception, it's a 40-yard gain for the receiver. So Marcus Peters, all I have to say, just play football, you know. So yeah, I'm done talking about the keys now. So right now I'm gonna, what I'm doing right now, I'm going to take the last minutes of the video just to discuss something here. The Titans, they came to our field last season as a 6 seed, as the underdog, completely humiliated us. Okay, this year, we were trying to get our revenge, and they disrespected us even more by doing their dumb ritual on our logo, on our shield. This should be motivation for this team. This team should have heart, should come all out, and then just be ready to just destroy people. Just absolutely humiliate the Titans 60-0. So it should serve as motivation. Videos like that, this video should serve as motivation here. It should serve to them as motivation. So they have no excuse to not win. Like at least if we lose, play with heart. So I'm gonna do score prediction right now. I'm gonna say 34-20 Ravens. Lamar wins his first playoff game. I can feel it. I can feel we win this game, and we finally take revenge to the Titans, and get over that playoff hump where we are unable to, win a playoff game these past few years. And also for Lamar. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here. Subscribe if you're new. Click the like button. Comment down below what you think. And yeah, guys, I'm going to see you guys in the next video.